Hello, Aries, and welcome to your Angels and Spells reading for February 7th, 2021. I am really changing it up. We are going to do a whole bunch of cards because, I don't know, I did it for myself earlier and I kind of liked it. So, here we go. We're going to start with the Oracle of the Unicorn cards. I like them because they're pretty. They have some really nice messages too. Let's see here. Aries. And I am doing this completely opposite. Normally I start with Pisces, but I think Aries, you deserve to be first. You are the first in the horoscope, depending on how you look at it. Okay. Oh, I love it. Intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. Look at that. Intention. Have you set your intentions? We do have a new moon, right? Isn't it the new moon is this week on February 11th, I believe? Well, with that new moon, it's time to set your intentions. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe, because you never know what, wow, I was about to say you never know what you're going to get. And all I can think of is, we know who. Who was I thinking of? That would be him, Forrest Gump. We're also going to get a little reminders card, Law of Attraction. What should Aries be reminded of? Besides setting clear intentions, is there anything else that you, another message for Aries? Whoa, that went flying out. You got universe. The universe will show me the right path to take to reach my goal. So, I like that. You're setting an intention, but to me, it looks like you're asking the universe first. Where should I be going with this? How should I be looking? And if you notice, there's a group of people, and then there's others sitting down, and there's the moon. So I'm wondering, are you taking the time to meditate? Just close your eyes and think for a little while. What would I, what are my intentions? What's the path that I want to take? And even if you know your intentions, maybe you're not sure on the path to take to get there. So, let's get you a spellcasting oracle card. So I like this. It's kind of interesting because it's almost going completely backwards. So I'll be curious to see what the spellcasting cards have to say for you, Aries. Okay. Let's just get us one card for my Aries friends here. Thank you very much for being here, by the way. I really appreciate it. Aries. Oop, there we go. Okay, let's move some cards out of the way. Answers. How perfect. You have to set your intentions, but you need to ask the universe, what are my intentions? How am I going to get there? Like, what would be my inspired action? And this, it's showing, to me, it makes me think of his heart and his throat chakra. And that's where your answers are coming in. So I think you're speaking, but you're listening to your heart as well. I think that's where it comes from, because when you meditate, you get answers, but sometimes we don't want to believe those answers because it seems so peculiar. And this is my own personal feeling, that if I meditate or if I think about things, and I always think of it as like the voice in my head, but then I sound like I'm kooky, which kind of bugs me a bit, because I don't know. I mean, some people think I'm kooky. I don't think I'm beginning to realize that I'm not really kooky. I'm just not like everyone else. I don't know if that makes me kooky or just special, and not in a special kind of way. Wow, Aries, your message just keeps coming out the same. These cards are your life purpose oracle cards. Yours says, talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. My goodness. Aries, this week is about just figuring out what you want to do. You really have to focus and find out what you want. Are you kind of, well, it's not going to be for every Aries, but this is for an Aries who's truly lost as to where to go next. what to do. What do I want to focus on? Is it, is it a new career, a new path? Is it being more helpful in society? Is it being more creative? Where is your future? Wow, that was future and focus together, and that almost came out very dangerous, especially on YouTube now. So let's see here. Let me get some tarot cards. Tell us a little bit more about Aries this week. Let's see. I did do some shuffling before, and that's why I'm taking as is. If you've been with me before, you know that I do not read reversals. I just ask for clear, concise messages that you need to hear. I like it. Page of Wands. This is you in a new start. Wands are fire. Aries, you are definitely a fire sign. Page is is starting fresh. It's a new start. So once you figure out what you want, you're going to be starting fresh, starting new, but you got to take that time to figure it out. Ask the universe, ask your angels, go to sleep thinking, what do I want? And when you have your answers, you're going to be able to start new. It's going to be a death to the old. It's so funny. You have the new and the old, and you have an ending and a beginning all at once. So this week, let me know. Are you starting something new? Have you decided to end maybe? Maybe you're leaving a job. Maybe you're leaving a community that you've been comfortable with, but you feel the need to have a new start. And so death is the end of a phase. It's not a literal death. It's just the end of the way things were. Three of Swords. Now I'm wondering, the Three of Swords here could mean that this was inspired by a loss. This was inspired by feeling cheated, by feeling that someone was unfaithful or something. Maybe you had a job or a career that you thought would supply everything you wanted, but you feel unfulfilled and lost. And so this could be your Three of Swords, because I know it's generally like a third party, but to me, it's not just that. It can just mean that you have been, I want to say, not cheated on, but you feel led astray. You feel like somebody wasn't honest with what you were going to be getting. And that's why it's time for you to make a new change. Now, I am not telling anyone to quit your job. Don't go quitting your job without something lined up. It's a crazy world out there, as we all know. So you have to do things in order. Have a plan. Set a plan for this change. Don't just willy-nilly just do it. Chariot. Now, interestingly enough, in this Chariot card, unlike my standard Chariot card from my other deck, there are reins. This person is very much in control of these horses. He looks calm. He looks in control. He's standing up. He is, he is present. The movement forward, he is in control of. The dark, the light, and if you look at the white horse, it looks very surprised. And I think that the surprise may be to others. Like that you're able to do this. I mean, there's that little cat running in the way like, whoa. But here you are, all in control. You are moving forward on your new adventure. You're happy. I think that this is a wonderful thing. I really think that if you take the time out to ask your angels, to take your time, to meditate, to focus and say, what do I want? I don't say, well, not like saying like, I want a big paycheck. I want to be happy doing whatever I'm doing. I think that that's the best way to find your answers. What makes you happy? When the kids were growing up, I always said, if you do what you love, you don't go to work a day in your life because you'll love doing it so much. It's not work in the normal sense, we'll say. Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords can be the law. So I would just be mindful of what you're doing. But this is also another new start. So I'm kind of wondering, and he's always like my little smart aleck. I don't know why, but he always makes me think of, that devil may care kind of attitude. Like, I'm going to do this and it doesn't matter what you say. Because all you see is those crazy eyes, This guy's got passion and plan and, you know, but this guy is a little kooky on this. And but it's a new start. Now, the Page of Wands makes me think of having passion about what you're doing. The Page of Swords could be, I always think of swords, and I know it's an air sign. I kind of am always thinking that the new start could have more to do with an air quality, like some form of communication. Like maybe you're starting a new job in, I don't know, journalism, in writing, in public speaking, public relations, but that's what it makes me think of. But whatever it is, this looks like a change that has needed to happen for a while due to seeing the Three of Swords. And when you do it, you're going to have passion, fire, and I think you're going to surprise a few people. So, Aries, set your intentions, but remember, the universe will show the right path to take to reach your goal, but you have to be focused and be clear. Otherwise, the path you start will lead you to a direction that you may not want to go in. So ask your angels, look in your heart. I like that. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. We all worry about making the wrong decision, I think. And someone recently told me we all make mistakes. And I have such a hard time with that because I don't want to make a mistake. So I guess maybe the answer to this one, Aries, is don't be me. Anyway, what an incredible week this can be for you. And remember, the new moon, I believe, is February 11th, which would be the time to set your intentions. Get clear before then. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, Aries, take time for you. Bye-bye.